Let's turn to Bangladesh now, where Mohammad Yunus has declared war. Not on radical Islamists, not on poverty, but on Indian media. We've been tracking his social media page, and recently he's turned obsessive. Look at this post from yesterday. This is Mohammad Yunus's post. He tried to fact-check an opinion piece on Firstpost. It talks about Yunus playing to foreign powers, especially the United States. It also claims that the CIA had a role in Sheikh Hasina's ouster. Of course, Yunus is a true Democrat. He is the savior of Bangladesh's democracy. So guess what he did? He decided to publicly rant against this opinion piece. He says there is no credible evidence to support these claims. In fact, he thinks there is a campaign against him. Let me quote from what he said. Ultimately, this article merely echoes the defeated Awami League's narrative, reflecting a well-coordinated campaign across social and international media to undermine Bangladesh and the interim government. So Yunus says there is a coordinated campaign against him, both on social and global media. Well, let me use his own logic against him. Is there any evidence to prove this coordinated campaign? Of course, there isn't. But as always, Yunus has different standards. Our op-ed writer has published a response to Mohammad Yunus's claims. He has given a point-by-point rebuttal. You can read the whole thing on our website. But the larger point is this. America's role in Bangladesh has been controversial. Sheikh Hasina says they wanted control of an island, St. Martin's near Myanmar. That's the island they wanted. Hasina says her refusal to give access to the island led to her ouster. Now, this claim is not random. The US has always had designs on the Bay of Bengal. In 1971, they asked Sheikh Mujibur Rahman for a base in the region. He too had rejected it. In the 2000s, the reports surfaced again, and this time the US publicly refuted them. Of course, none of this suits Mohammad Yunus. He thinks Bangladesh's history began in August 2024 with his grand return to Dhaka from exile. And his actions suggest exactly that. Yunus has decided to remove Sheikh Mujib from Bangladesh's currency notes. Now, as you know, Mujib is the father of Bangladesh. He led the country's independence movement in 1971, but his portrait has been removed. Instead, the notes will now feature monuments and landscapes. And that's not all. His political party has also been banned. That's the Awami League party. It is now led by Sheikh Mujib's daughter, Sheikh Hasina. Dozens of their leaders have been arrested and jailed, and now the party itself has been banned. So when elections are held, whenever they're held, there will be no Awami League. But guess who will be there? The Jamaat-e-Islami. And frankly, it sums up the new Bangladesh. The Jamaat supported Pakistan in 1971. The Jamaat opposed the liberation of Bangladesh. Many of its leaders also aided the genocide of its people. This is a group with a violent, hateful past, and that is why Sheikh Hasina had banned them. She prevented the Jamaat-e-Islami from contesting elections in Bangladesh, but on Sunday, that ban was lifted. Just think about how absurd this is. The party that founded Bangladesh is banned. The party that opposed the liberation is unbanned. Welcome to Mohammad Yunus's Bangladesh. What's worse, he has no mandate. Yunus was supposed to restore law and order. His job was to hold elections as soon as possible. Not only is he delaying the polls, he is making long-term changes. For example, in foreign policy, Mohammad Yunus has started mango diplomacy with China. It used to be a tradition between Sheikh Hasina and India. She would gift mangoes to Indian leaders, to the Prime Minister, to the President, to opposition leaders, sometimes even to chief ministers of Indian states. But Yunus has ditched this tradition. Instead, he is sending mangoes to Beijing. Nobody asked him to do any of this, nor does he have the mandate to do any of this. As for his long-promised reforms, I guess we know the reason behind the delay. Mohammad Yunus is busy finding villains in Indian media. We suggest he spend that time focusing on his own country.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka karjo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali. Stop.
Japanese,
$4 trilhão.
Portuguese,
Por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.